Welcome back into another episode of NA Now. We're joined here with head coach of the North Iowa Bulls, Nick Bruneteau. First off, Nick, congratulations on this new opportunity. How excited are you to get things going up there?
Oh, I'm very excited. It's obviously a great league, and it's got a history and a pedigree, not just with players but with coaches, and it's an opportunity I'm fortunate to get, and couldn't be more excited getting going with the season.
Yeah, obviously you've been around the club working with the NA3HL team, but there's an NAAHL team season coming up here. As you guys missed the playoffs last year just by 2 points, but how motivated are you to get this organization back to reach the playoffs?
Very motivated. Being in the building here with the NA3 team the last few years, you get to build a rapport with some of our NA players, and I know that's the goal is playoffs. I know that's the goal with the fans, and 2 years just coming up just short. A couple points the first 2 years for the club in the NA, and I think that's the goal, not just for the coaches, for the players, and for the fans. So that's something that we'll have to respect the process and go day to day. But that is the ultimate goal for season one, and then season two would be to win a championship. So
100%. Obviously, you now being the official bench boss down there, or up there, I should say, in Mason City. But talk about what kind of type of play we're going to expect from the Bulls this season from you.
Well, we want to play fast and we want to play free. So I think that goes hand in hand with the junior level. Players are going to make mistakes, and we're not here to ruin confidence. I think confidence is a big driver in production. So we want to play with speed, but mistakes are okay. And then we want IQ players, smart players that are versatile, and then along with that, tough players. So that's what we want our identity to be. But that'll be on our staff to kind of mold around what we bring in.
Yeah. Speaking of that identity, can you talk about some of the returning players that you're expecting to kind of fit that mold that you're looking for? And then is there some NA3HL guys that you've brought up as well to join the squad for this upcoming season?
Absolutely. We have three-year players that are coming into their third year. That's Joe Sweeney, Simone Dadier, and Justin Mexico. So we expect all three of them to be big leaders for us. They're guys that have been here, that they've done that, and they're hungry as anyone to get to the playoffs. And then with that, we have a good group of defensemen coming back and some other key forwards. And then, like you talked about, the NA3, that's a league that I think there's so many good players, and some of them are late bloomers that just need that opportunity. And I was fortunate in the NA3 to see that with our own club. So Connor Graham, a goaltender who had a lot of success last year for the Toros, we tendered him. He'll be up with us. And then Hayden Siegel is another, a tough player, a good teammate, willing to do the gritty things. And he's another guy that we're looking forward to giving an opportunity to.
Nick, obviously an ex-player yourself, you played at the collegiate level, you played professional, you played overseas. Talk about kind of that transition of being a player, now a coach, that you kind of instill into these guys of like, hey, if you work hard this way, you'll reach that NCAA level, you'll reach that pro level, et cetera, et cetera.
I think it definitely helps having the players to lean on you for that. And obviously junior college, everything's changed, in that 10-year span. But the biggest thing for us is coaching the way we wanted to be coached. So with that, it's a lot of open communication, a lot of individual meetings, giving the players the roadmap, and never turning down an opportunity to give them more. So whether that's video, whether that's on the ice, you see things getting sped up earlier, whether it's, they used to not do as much video. Now they're doing it at midget level. So it's just giving our players all the resources they need to be successful. And I think we do a great job of that in North Iowa with our facilities and our staff.
Exposure coming up here soon. The biggest opportunity for a lot of these players with the NAHL showcase just right around the corner. The greatest show on ice for a reason. How excited are you to get up to Blaine and showcase your team to everybody, especially these scouts?
Well, you said it. It is the most important weekend of the year, especially for our players to get all the exposure. It's always packed up there. You get scouts from all levels, and I was fortunate to go when my little brother was playing in the North American League, and I've been able to go the last few years, and now being a part of it, it's something we're definitely excited for. And I know our players, that's been the message all summer, is be ready to go for the showcase. It's important, but it's important from so many different levels.
Definitely. You're a Midwest guy through and through. Go Big Red, by the way. But
Absolutely.
living in Iowa now in Mason City, talk about just the fan support that you guys get out there, and what it would be like to have that parade up in Mason City. Sorry, with that Robertson Cup someday.
Our fans are phenomenal. And for me, like you said, being a Midwest guy, it goes all the way back to the Mason City Huskies USHL days. I remember being a 4 or 5-year-old going to going to those games, and then you see the progression. But the one constant has always been a ton of support, a ton of passion, and a ton of love for the hockey team in town. And we're lucky to have two teams and get that support both ends. But they've been craving hockey this summer, and really more than anything, they're craving winning hockey.
Yeah. Well, Nick, we appreciate this. We'll see you in a few weeks over in Blaine, and good luck this upcoming season. Looking forward to big things from you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.